Alright, well, let's go to the church. Oi!
Step away, sir.
He's gone! Contact me! It's too strong!
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Jonathan's just so tired of everybody's shit. Dude, your friend did not even try to save you.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest, as you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
She was murdered.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
I feel responsible. The pain is consuming me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What words would you like to say to your poor sister?
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been hurt, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
Loading.
There. I confessed to that vicar. Do I feel better? Only time will tell.
Alright, let's... While we're here, let's... Is anybody still sick? Oh, he's sick. Do I have stuff for bronchitis still? We haven't met him yet. He's, like I said, he's important. Oh, what do we got? There we go. See, I told you guys, everything's important. Always make the remedies.
Oh, please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for this.
Alright, more of the times. Like I said, those are really one of the few things that really just bothers me.
Hello,
'Cause
Mr.
I
Petrescu.
Hello,
don't like the fact that you're in the middle of something
Come on in.
and it just freeze. Though my Xbox was 100% acting up, it was not the game. So.
Yes?
Do you need some help, Mr. Petrescu?
I am very tired, but that is all. I don't need you, Doctor.
I don't need your help, but I'm gonna take it and appreciate it anyways. But you're a stupid doctor and I don't trust you.
Well, I think you do. Take this, and you'll feel better.
Free drugs from an English doctor. It must be my lucky day.
Jonathan, just
Goodbye,
like, shut the
Mr.
fuck up,
Petrescu.
take the shit, and be grateful that this is how our encounter went. Alright, let's go back. Go back and talk to Swansea.
Don't be afraid.
None will protect you, you're all gonna die. Buy my shit! That's basically what happens when you run through here. Let's go back. Like I said, I'll Google where to find the water. Well, hello there, good sir. Don't mind me, just passing on through. He really did not mind the shit out of me.
We have to stop it! Best be off home. Last warning! Oh Christ!
I don't know if you guys noticed, but you really don't get a whole lot of points for combat. So that's why it's kind of important to talk to everybody. Ooh, well, hi there! I know we got the ultimate move and I haven't used it yet, but I really haven't seen a need to. Because we are pretty much kicking the shit out of everybody, so I mean...
Watch yourselves! This one!
Oh, okay, now we're gonna use it. Fuck you! I'll fear some evil.
Christ! He's dead!
Yeah, he is. Because I didn't want to be. Yeah, those guys are no fucking fun. More load times. We're probably gonna run into more loading now that the Xbox is getting kind of hot. Oh, his body went flying. Do you see that dude's body just fly? Oh, you poor bastard. You are all kinds of fucked up. Well, there you go. There wasn't really a need for it, and then I found some.
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth. You. I remember you. Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me. Made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
You selected me. Chose me.
As shall my children yet to come.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Oh, do I want to make anything else? Probs not. Because I don't really think we're going to run into many people with more severe problems, especially if I take care of them. I didn't pick up jack shit. Alright. So. And there's honestly no reason for us to go to bed right now.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCullum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the God.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Very well. I'll help you.
I know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite when around the staff and patients.
You need to know you can trust me, Edgar.
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
I should go make more shit. Because we're going back to the other side of town, and those people are obviously...
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
He's right. I thought those were glowing, but I guess they're not. But yeah, he's right, though. Sean does love his flock, so since we're going to go back that way, I should probably stock up. Because, yeah, so this whole next part is fucking trippy. I liked it. I thought it was a really good part of the game, but it's fucking trippy. Hope nobody has bronchitis more than once. Alright, so let's go. The sad saint of the East End. Yes, let's go see what the fuck happened. Since we didn't actually look down the stairs. She's fatigued. Did I not take care of her the last time I was through here? Apparently not.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you require medical assistance, Nurse?
I will be fine as soon as I can get some sleep.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reed. Thank you.
What can you tell me about the recent events in the hospital?
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones in her room. then ran away.
And did you see all this?
No. I was working by the tents when it all happened. I only entered the room when they asked me to clean up the blood.
Where is Miss Jones's body?
I don't know. I'd imagine the morgue. It all happened so quickly.
Did you see Sean Hampton leave the hospital?
I think I saw a silhouette exiting the hospital gates after the shouting started. At first I thought it was someone who was just scared, but... well, maybe it was him.
I don't think we have anything else.
Goodbye,
Alright.
nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Yeah, so... as you can see.
What on earth happened here?
There's some trippy shit.
Oh, Jonathan, I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman. Butchered by some savage scowl.
Yes, and I'm afraid I'm at least partially responsible. The man, the scowl, I brought him here.
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent, for there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
What do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
He was bigger than a man. Huge, in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
She didn't kill him, so we're not gonna ask.
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Is this a sign? A hand of God in action? Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of science.
Aren't you frightened?
Very little scares me, my dear. To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith does not concern me.
Thank you, my lady. I hope to see you again soon.
I think everybody else is quite healthy, if I'm not mistaken. Keep hitting the map like I'm playing Red Dead. Best way to get there. Milton is fatigued.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
I mean, as a hospital worker, you should always be worried about disease. Just like when I worked at the detention center, we should always worry about disease and like take precautions. You should always, when you work in that situation, be worried about that.
Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often. Well, thanks, anyway.
I mean, he's dead, so.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Someone killed Miss Jones in her room, and Mr. Hampton's gone missing. Doesn't take a genius to piece it together.
You don't seem shocked by any of this.
Why should I be? Whoever did this must be long gone by now. And besides, he got rid of the old bag.
That's kind of rude.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
So he doesn't really have anything that I could use.
We fought for England, but England won't fight for us.
If I'm not mistaken. Excuse me, map. Okay, so I don't need to turn up there. Okay, so that gets me to the west end. Map, where are you going? So then I can just skirt around the other side. Load time. There we go. Like whenever I say it, it stops being a pain in the ass. Do I want to go up or do I want to go down? Let's go down and around. Okay, well, I lied. So, oh, there's money there. Give me your money. Let's go kill this rat bastard. There's only two of them. Oh, okay, well he's named, so...
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
Best be on your way home. Don't come closer. There's one of them! Watch yourself! It's an each! Watch it! It's a killer!
Talking a lot of shit for guys who die pretty quickly. I'm just saying. Yeah, I want to go this way.
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
I think that's the second Braille thing we found. There's 4 of them. We need 4. Alright, let's make this quick.
Get away from me, you bastard! Get the fuck out, you fucking bastard! Come on, and I will show you how a wet boot does business.
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing in a place like this?
I'm not sure that's any of your business.
I hope you realize that staying here will put your life at great risk.
Pah! I'm not afraid of these guards of Priwen, or whatever these thugs call themselves. I can still kick some respect into those youngsters.
I wasn't specifically referring to them, but are you really after these men? Why?
They took my boy! I've had no news since he joined that crazy gang. So I decided to come and find him myself, to get some answers.
I see. But as I said, your life is at risk if you stay here. And I'm not referring to the gangs either. You should leave, sir.
Well, this part of town used to be nicer, let's say. Perhaps you're right. This isn't the best way to save Andrew.